my name is Emily. I've always been the type of person to wonder how the world works and how certain techniques come to be. We have Florence Nightingale to thank for developing modern nursing. This is Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale developed the world of modern nursing. She brought compassion and kindness into her profession, and she is a true inspiration, and everyone should learn a little bit more about her in this speech. She is historically significant because of her efforts in the Crimean War, how nurses were viewed at her time, and how she developed modern nursing. Let's start out with how she impacted the Crimean War. According to the article Florence Nightingale found on History.com, sponsored by the History Channel, it says that the hospitals there were understaffed. She brought a team of nurses to the war to help out in the hospitals there. There would be so many more people that would die if it wasn't for her and her team. She also improved hygiene. Found in the same article, it is described that the hospitals were a sitting cesspool. There were bugs, no sewage, and nothing was ever clean there. She practiced sanitary medicine. All areas had to be fixed in the hospital. This included their linens, how their food was prepped and where it was prepped, and how clean it was where it was prepped, and all other aspects of the hospital, including also cleaning the wounds. And she was really the first person to really study how all the infectious diseases came to be in the hospital. She also had a very nurturing personality. She brought a personal touch and brought up so many morales of the soldiers in this war. Found on the Florence Nightingale article found on History.com, produced by the History Channel, she would go and check on patients each night with a lamp. This is the lamp that has been known to have her nickname. She was called the Lady of the Lamp, or the Angel of the Crimea. She has been known to reduce the death rate of the soldiers by 2/3. This means that she, with her ideas and her improvements on the hospital, she saved so many more lives. Not only did she influence the medicine during the war, but she also influenced how nurses were viewed. Nursing was not the most respectable job in the world at this time. Women throughout history weren't even respected. You either joined a convent or you were married. Citing the article Florence Nightingale, 100 Years Out, found on cwfn.uo.guelph.cu, written by Lynn MacDonald, published on the University of Guelph. She said that Florence Nightingale refused her marriage to become a nurse, and it was very frowned upon in her community. But now we know today that if she wouldn't have said that she wasn't going to get married and she was going to go to the war and be a nurse, then many of the ideas that we have today would not be in existence. Coming from the same article, the Florence Nightingale 100 Years Out, education was the true goal of Florence Nightingale. She wanted everyone and every nurse to be more educated on their knowledge. Because without the knowledge, how would you save someone if you don't know what to say or what to do in a situation? She brought new priorities to the profession with patient care importance, their hygiene, and her compassion. Now, she influenced the war, she influenced how nurses were viewed at the time, but she still has a huge impact today. She created the school, Nightingale Training School for Nurses. In the article, The Most Inspirational Nurse of All Time, written by Onward Health editors found on onwardhealth.com, produced by Onward Health, it said that it was the first school to implement her ideas. They studied her patient care ideas, they studied how to reduce infection in her book, and it all came from her book, Notes on Nursing. This is the book, Notes on Nursing. It is still studied today in nursing schools all over. Her legacy still continues on, and it may seem like some of the ideas in her book are common sense, but to them in that time, they had no idea how to reduce infection and what the ideas were on hygiene and how to be a nurse. People weren't educated enough. And these ideas really brought how nursing was influenced today. Her thoughts also included other people. She wanted uneducated people to know what to do in a situation. From her book, Notes on Nursing, found on archive.org, published by Archive, it says, every woman, or at least almost every woman in England, has at one time or another taken charge of health of somebody. She wanted to know that everyone has the basic knowledge of how to care for someone. In conclusion, this was a really entertaining research project because I want to be a nurse myself. Florence Nightingale is a true genius, and we can learn a lot from her. From her efforts in the war, from how she influenced how nurses were viewed at the time, and how she influenced modern nursing, she has truly changed the world, and everyone should have a chance to learn more about her. Thank you.